This is called the 144p to 4K trend that I found on Instagram this week, and I wanted to recreate it completely inside of Claude Code. In this video, I'll show you how to give Claude Code the power to generate the images, videos, sounds, edits, and motion graphics all together using the GenMedia CLI from Fall and HyperFrames from HeyGen. So here's an overview of what we're going to be looking at. First is getting set up in Claude Code. Then number two, we're going to move on to creating our hero image, which in this case, I use Seedream. It's pretty good. Third, we're going to generate the hero video using Seedance. Fourth, we're going to, I don't know, I'm catching like this. Fourth, we're going to go into the 3 variations using another video model, Omni Flash. And then we're going to create our menu and edit all of this together, including the mouse cursor and the menu, again, completely in Claude Code using HeyGen HyperFrames. Let's get into it. So to get started, you're going to need Claude Code, of course, and a pro subscription. Then we're going to get a Fall account and generate an API key. And then we're going to use the Fall GenMedia CLI, install that in Claude, and that's going to give Claude the ability to generate images, video, and really everything else that's available on Fall. And finally, we want to make sure to add HeyGen HyperFrames. This gives us an incredible set of tools to be able to do editing completely in Claude Code. So step one is to generate the hero final image of the car. This is the 4K version of it. And I prompted to Claude, once we had the GenMedia CLI installed, to design a Falmo, which is a car that's 70% Waymo, 30% Cybertruck, and to add the Fall logo to the side and to make it in front of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco at sunset. And one thing I like to do in the early concept phase of a project is to test multiple image models at once. So I prompted Claude to generate 4 images from 3 different image models. We did Nano Banana Pro, GPT Image 2, and the brand new Seedream V5 Pro. We also asked for it to generate a website that we could see, and we were able to see the results and compare, and we ended up picking the one from Seedream V5. I think it did an incredible design, as well as making it look realistic and cinematic like I wanted it to. For step 2, we wanted to generate the sort of master video, and we prompted for an orbiting shot around the car, and we used Seedance 2.0 image to video, again using our chosen design from Seedream V5, and this is the result that we got back. Looks amazing, and this is essentially our final beat of the video as we progress through the different resolutions. This is the 4K final version. Step 3 relies on yet another video model, brand new from Google, Gemini Omni Flash. Now, this model does a really good job of restyling an existing video, so it's technically a video-to-video workflow, and it's really powerful. There are some limitations that it can only handle a 10-second video, and the output is 720p, but the results are worth it. I tried doing this in a full Seedance 2 workflow. It didn't turn out as good, so here we are, Gemini Omni Flash. So we prompt to restyle only the car in Claude, and we say we're going for a 2D pixel art style, a voxel style, and a low poly flat, sort of like PS1 graphics era style as well. And we get the following 3 videos back. For step 4, we needed to design the resolution menu, and I prompted for an old school gray system dropdown with 4 options, 144p, 480p, 1080, and 4K. And I also prompted for a cursor. I generated a couple of different versions, and I went with the traditional gray, kind of old like Windows looking system prompt. So finally, step 5, we get to edit this all together. Again, we have our 4 videos of the same exact video, but with different styles, different like resolutions. We have our menu and our cursor reference, and we can give all of these videos to Claude Code using HyperFrames and tell it to edit it together. And I made a pretty detailed prompt that goes through when the menu first shows up. It says it's 144p. Then the cursor comes out and changes it to the next resolution. And then we switch to the low poly. And then you have to type out every single one of those steps. But once we give it those instructions, HyperFrames honestly one-shot this edit. And this is what it looked like. So really amazing results. Hard to believe, to be honest. HyperFrames is made by HeyGen and it's free. And honestly, I've been using it for generating motion graphics and visual effects and adding little highlight graphics around things, and it can even animate this menu. It's really good at animating different clicks and prompt cursors, and I'm using it for basically everything. But I was still really impressed that it got from just this description exactly what I was going for. And I really recommend checking out HeyGen HyperFrames for free and try giving it some video footage, some images, and telling it how you want it to be animated. And it does a really great job. So that wraps it up for this video, and hopefully it illustrates the power of working like agentically within Claude Code to do this type of work. For me, I'm always asking for an HTML website artifact so that I can see the progress of what's happening. I want to see the script breakdown. I want to see the images, and I want them like referenced so I can be like, I like number 13. And this back and forth creative process with Claude Code handling most of the heavy lift and the technical lift, and then I get to approve as the results come in, is something that allows me to work a lot faster, and I get a lot better quality in my opinion, because Claude at this point honestly does a better job prompting than I do for the image models and the video models, especially like Seedance 2. There's a lot of technical things to require, a lot of context that you have to pull back and forth, and honestly, we don't need to be typing that stuff anymore. We can kind of high-level direct what's happening. Also, I want to point out that, of course, this is a fall video on a fall YouTube channel, but the fall GenMedia CLI allows Claude to use multiple image models. You can test them, pick the one you want. There's new ones coming out all the time, like Seedream just came out. Throw it in there, do a couple tests, throw it into the pipeline, doesn't add any complexity. And then in this case, for our example, again, we use Seedance 2 for the hero video, which did an incredible job, but I tried to do this sort of video-to-video swapping of styles with Seedance. It didn't do as good a job, in my opinion, so we went to Gemini Omni Flash, which is made specifically for simple video to video, and we're just mixing and matching all the different models that we want. We probably could have done the audio and the sound effects using Seed Audio, and then to top it all off, we just add a little bit of HyperFrames in there, and we're editing the whole thing. And so we don't have to look at this as a pure linear timeline pipeline and be done. With Claude Code having this whole workflow in there now, we can go regenerate a couple different images, make a different menu, and the whole process can end in the fully edited video, again, fully agentically, and you can make a bunch of different versions all at once, the whole pipeline soup to nuts. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, that wraps it up for this video, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.